Yo, what's good, y'all? It's been about maybe 2 to 3 weeks since I've made a video on the progress of the Granturismo. It wasn't looking too good. I'll give you guys a little backstory. You can fast forward through this if you like, but the backstory is, some of you know I went to Hawaii for a little trip for about 5-6 days. I had paid Juan to finish up the rest of the car, and I paid him a little more than what I normally charge to mold on wide bodies, and he fucking took the money very easily, very quickly. And I was like, don't take the money unless you can handle this shit and you can do it. And yeah, so obviously he kind of screwed me over. He left a lot of fucked up areas, and yeah, me and him not really fucking with each other anymore after that. But yeah, so ever since I got back, I've been basically redoing everything, and there's still a bunch of flaws. So I'm sorry for the shaky camera. I just got back from the gym, so I can't really hold the camera straight. But yeah, so there's still a bunch of flaws, a bunch of shit I have to do, but I'll just show you guys a little walk around of the car. So today I went ahead and primered everything, so that way I could see it all as one, and it's a little easier to tell like where shit needs to be done. Like there's still like indents and all that shit, so I went ham on the front fenders, fixed up as much as I could. There's a whole bunch of cracks going along right here. He had promised me he would use like very expensive material like panel bond and only fiberglass, but he used majority like fucking filler bondo. Like some areas I told him it's okay to use filler, but he did it like on the entire thing. So I went back in, grinded it all off, and replaced it with a lot of fiberglass. I had him do this line. So another thing, what happened, he actually mounted on the flare wrong. So I had it mounted on the first time. You could check in my video, the first video that I posted. He went back, when he took it off, when he remounted it on, he screwed it in the wrong spot. He screwed it in lower, so the flare was coming out farther and it was going lower. He tried to blame that on me, but I was like, whatever, you're fucking retarded. That's why, I was trying to be there when he was doing most of the shit, because sometimes he would just like go ahead and like start on shit when I wasn't there, and so shit happens. But he ended up cutting all that off and like pushing it back in and redoing it, but he didn't really make that line properly, so I have to go back and fix that. This bumper connection area, he made it totally wrong on both sides. He didn't even attempt the front bumper one, so I have to make those. Same thing goes for the side skirts. I'll show you those, the horrible job he did. Let's see, the wing, he didn't block it out at all. I had to block it and redo it like 20 fucking times because he just packed on a shitload of filler. But I've been working on that. It's coming out decent. There's still a little bit of cancer here and there. Like you can see like spots, and on the door you can see little holes and shit. Like I have to go back in and redo those, but that's why I primered it, so I can see it all and figure out where the mess ups are. I don't know how I feel about this body line, how it's all like he tried to like make it follow that. That's not what I wanted. I wanted it kind of like more smooth and straight like that, but I don't know, I might just get rid of it. I might just fade it out from there to there. Yeah, so right here goes the chrome trim. So it's gonna be back on once I spray it matte black. But you can see like the super deep scratches he left behind. I tried my best to get them out as much as I could, but I don't know, I might just need to keep at it. This is my fault right here. I guess a little bit of condensation got into the primer and under the primer, so this is all going to be sanded off and redone because I have to go back and fill all this shit in anyway, so it's not really a big deal. There's shit like this that he left behind. There's just a whole bunch of minor shit that I'm finding out after I primered, which is fine because it's better than after I paint, right? There's that. I'm in the process of remaking that. I sprayed over primer a little bit just to see. I don't know why, but I did it anyways. But yeah, I'm gonna grind all this down and make this work the way it's supposed to. Yeah, this side is a little better than the other side. Like there's more little holes and shit. It's just a bunch of like minor shit left that I have to do. Like I took care of most of the harder shit. Like when I got this fender back, there was a crack going from this bottom all the way up here. So I grinded it all off onto like right here area, and I redid it all. I should have gone further. I would have been able to fill these in, but it's fine. I can just go and like spot putty and shit. Yeah, so there was that. There's also a crack right here going that far. I just grinded everything off, redid it. It wasn't ready for primer yet. That's why there's still scratches. Those are mine. I should have done like another coat of glazed putty or some shit. But yeah, there's still like minor shit left over here that I have to do. And then basically the hardest parts that I have left to do are making things that fit right there on the front and the back and the side skirts. Because through my experience, if you like do too much of fiberglass or fiberglass long strand hair or what's it called, filler, is just gonna crack on like any type of bump. So I'm gonna have to maybe use fiberglass sheets and design something. I don't know, I'll figure it out, I guess, eventually. But yeah, that's why this shit is taking a little longer than I expected. I have a carbon hood, so I don't really care about the hood. I didn't really mask the window off either because you know, I got to replace the window regardless because of that crack and all those cracks. So I was like, fuck it. I masked the side windows and the rear windows, but you know, I didn't mask the hood either. Don't really care for it. I masked the side mirrors and all that shit. I didn't mask the handles because I have carbon handles for that. And yeah, so what I'm about to do right now is I'm about to throw on the GTR wheels, the custom ones I had made on the back of the Maserati, so I can see how they fit. That way, if they fit flush, on the other side, I can adjust the arc of the wheel of the flare according to the wheels. So it'll help out with getting shit a little more aligned, a little more proper. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now, and I'll hopefully be able to show you guys. But yeah, be right back.
2,000 years later.
Okay, so I'm picking this video back up about like 2 weeks later almost. As you can see, shit has changed. I have headlights on, I have a new windshield, fucking headliner is drooping, that's not good. Yeah, so basically that last video, that last part you just watched, the wheels aren't really meant to fit the car. It's still 5 by 114.3, but the hub center on the Maserati is 67.1, and the wheels were either 66.1 or like 62 or some shit. But yeah, I did some really ghetto shit, and I you know, I did what I had to do to make the wheels fit. It involved that right there, this thing right here. It's my best friend. And yeah, just say I did a lot of DIY hub boring, which hopefully doesn't kick me in the ass later. But I got the wheels on, and I guess they're not wide enough, so you know, I'm gonna have to get spacers, but kind of gives me an idea of how the final product is gonna look like. Not really, because I think it's ugly, so hopefully I can fix it. But yeah, so you can see the gap. You know, I ordered 25mm spacers. Hopefully that's enough. For the front, I don't know, I might just leave them like that. It's not horrible, but yeah. So yeah, I did some sanding on this since the last video. Got rid of a lot of the scratches. I guess that cancer is still there, But yeah, there's still a bunch to work on. Still need to work on that. Sanded a lot of this part down so I could take out all the flaws and get it ready for another coat. Yeah, so there's that. I'm gonna show you guys the side skirts he left. Oh, but look at the bumper. This is how he left the front bumper. There's one side, he just cut it like that, like I told him to. And let's move the power washer. And this has just been sitting and it just cracked already. Oh my God. Oh my God. What the fuck did this guy do, bro? He literally just glued it on with fucking Bondo. So yeah, I guess I'm grinding all that down and redoing it myself. Again, like everything else I did. This is why you don't trust other people to do your shit for you, man. Fuck. Well, that's the bumper. And here are the side skirts he left. Look, this dude really wanted like $8 grand to do this work. Like, what the fuck? Stupid ass fucker, bro. Really? Like, my little brother could do better work than this, and he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. And that, obviously, just like, look at this shit, bro. It's fucking pathetic. But yeah, so there's the side skirts I have to redo, the bumper I have to redo. Here's sneak peek at a carbon hood I'm gonna be installing. I'll give you guys a review on the fitment with that as well. But so far, carbon wise, is looking really, really good. But what am I forgetting? Bumper, it's an OEM bumper. Oh man, bullshit. But yeah, headlights are in. Car still drives like shit. I think the suspension is shot. Speaking of that, speaking of the suspension, I also have you know how I do, I got some air suspension on the way. Oh, last thing I forgot to mention, the windshield that I got replaced. Guess how much this fucker cost me to replace, bro? This car is not cheap. Everything about this car is stupid expensive, even though it's from 2008. Whoever guesses the price correctly, I'll slide him a free 7-inch Kinda Ruined sticker on me, as long as you're in the US. You know, if you're out of the US, then, you know, we gotta see about that. But leave a comment below if you can guess how much this shit cost me to replace. The exact price, not close to it, but the exact price. Then I'll give you a free sticker. But it was not cheap. Not cheap. So pretty sure that's the video. Here's what the car's looking like. Maybe it'll be done within a month. I'm not sure. It's way too hot to be working on the car. Let's hope I get this shit done sooner. All right, guys. Peace.